after everything that we've seen, our official Takes by Fans Super Bowl pick is Chiefs -3, folks, for these reasons. Tyreek Hill is unguardable. We saw it all game. It wasn't, he had a great first quarter, then locked up, great second quarter, then locked up first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, had a great fourth quarter. It was nothing like that. He was burning everybody on every single play. I don't think the Bucs, now they had 2 weeks to prepare for it, so hopefully they've tried to do something, but honestly, I don't think there's just nobody that can guard him. It's not that the Bucs don't have anybody. It's just literally nobody can shut him down. Not even, Jalen Ramsey can shut the man down. So Chiefs -3 because of Tyreek Hill, because Patrick Mahomes does not turn the ball over, folks. We've been seeing it all postseason. Tom Brady should have had 3 picks against the Saints, and if that happened, they probably lose the game. Tom Brady threw 3 picks against the Packers, barely won the game because Aaron Rodgers could not be clutch in the red zone. Patrick Mahomes will be clutch in the red zone. I can guarantee it. We saw it all game here. Yes, the Bucs were able to kind of get a couple of stops, but on the goal line, that's going to be 50-50. The Bucs were able to stop him. That is a green sign for the Bucs, and that's why we had kind of hesitations that we were kind of considering the Bucs +3.5 when it came around. Unfortunately, we missed out on it. We were still taking Chiefs -3.5 at that point, and then the next day we were going to take Bucs +3.5, but it went away. So value, it goes away at the snap of a finger, folks. And it was actually Chiefs -3.5 was actually +100 when it was at that. So decent value there as well. Either way you played it. But back here to Chiefs -3. Patrick Mahomes is fantastic. Tyreek Hill is great. Now they got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He was doing a great job kind of closing out the games, picking up, huge chunk plays. We would see him, kind of rush on first down, pick up, 5, 6 yards, 7 yards even. So that's still great by them. They get LaShawn McCoy healthy. Sammy Watkins should be good to go. And Travis Kelce, I mean, folks, once again, the Bucs had no answer for Travis Kelce either. Wide open in the middle of the field. Tyreek Hill would be wide open, on the deep ball and kind of out on the sideline. So you got the middle of the field covered with Travis Kelce. You got the ends of the field covered by Tyreek Hill. And something that was interesting that we saw in this game was that the Chiefs were painting the sidelines on drives. They would go to the left side, all the way to the left sideline of the field, quick out pass there. Then they would flip it around, and since the right side is the longer side of the field now, they would flip it to the right side, quick pass out to the right side, extending the defense left side to right side, throwing the ball, kind of 5 yards on an underneath kind of shallow crossing route. So the defense starts to press up, and that's when they hit Tyreek Hill over the middle for 75 yards. So the Chiefs know how to manipulate the Bucs defense by getting them sideline to sideline, pressed up, and then once they get the press defense, they will hit you over the top of Tyreek Hill because he's so fast, nobody can guard him. So that's why we love the Chiefs, folks, for all those reasons of what we said. Also, Andy Reid is fantastic, folks. More time. I think he's 26-5. I think that's the record of when he's got at least a week to prepare, so the bye weeks. He wins 26 games and lost 5 of those games. So extra time with Andy Reid, he will get it done. Now, let's kind of tell you why we think the Bucs won't cover the +3 here. Tom Brady. Yes, he's great. Yes, he's clutch. Yes, he's the greatest of all time. Yes, he's been to 10 Super Bowls. Yes, he's won 6. Yes, he's getting ready to win 7. Yes, he's took this Bucs team 1 year, got them to a Super Bowl, didn't even need an offseason in a pandemic without Billy B. Yes, he did all that. I'm not taking any of that away. I'm praising this man. If the Chiefs weren't so damn good, yes, this is huge praise for the Bucs. But Tom Brady has been throwing interceptions or potential interceptions all season long, and he's been getting bailed out all season long. Got bailed out so hard on that Chiefs game by his defense. The defense picking off Drew Brees 3 times and not letting Brady get picked off. I mean, just overcoming all of that. The defense stepping up and stopping. I mean, folks, Tom Brady threw 3 straight interceptions, and Aaron Rodgers only put up 3 points because of that. It's just absurd. It's absurd, folks. Do you think Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes aren't going to be converting off of interceptions? Because I thought Aaron Rodgers would, and they didn't, but I definitely know the Chiefs will take advantage of turnovers, and we're just seeing it by Brady. Every game, even here in Week 12, even in the NFC Championship game, even in the second round of the playoffs, even in that first wild card game when they faced the Washington football team. That was a close game. That was a one-possession game with Taylor Heinicke, and the end of the game on a potential game-winning drive. If you swap Taylor Heinicke for Patrick Mahomes, I like Patrick Mahomes 1,000% more likely of winning that game at the end of the game if it's not Taylor Heinicke. So Bucs have been getting bailed out every single game this playoff season, where the Chiefs have just been blowing out team after team, 10-point wins, 2-possession wins every single week. So all right, what else do we get with the Bucs? He likes to kind of force it to Gronk a little bit too much. Mike Evans was locked up this entire game. He got behind the defense once for a touchdown, and then he also had a red zone touchdown catch as well. Those are great plays, and we're not going to knock them, but in the totality of the game, he was locked up. Mike Evans not only being used in the red zone is a little bit of a concern for me. I would have liked to see, the Bucs kind of use them in the downfield, throughout the entire game. But so that is a little bit of a knock. Just the middle of the field was not wide open, and that's where we know Tom Brady loves to go to, the middle of the field, and it was locked up all game by this Chiefs defense. It wasn't locked up in the fourth quarter, as we said, because the Chiefs were already up 17 points. They just didn't want to get beat deep, and we know the Bucs have the receivers to beat you deep. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin's, AB. So, you do want to kind of not give up the deep ball. If you give up 10 yards at a play, that's fine. There's more time coming off the clock. That's fine. There's more chances of you kind of jumping a route if you know he's just going to dink it off over the middle, and we saw that all the time in the second half of this game. That kind of got Tom Brady elevated up a little bit. So if the Chiefs come out like they did in Week 12, locking up the middle of the field, not letting Mike Evans get behind you, scoring touchdown after touchdown after touchdown, getting that big lead, this game's going to play out the exact same way. They're going to be able to shut it down in the fourth quarter and run out the clock because the lead is too big. All right, and then the last thing we'll talk about here for the Bucs and why we don't like them +3 is because Tom Brady, he gets a little lackadaisical in his throws. Kind of if he sees pressure coming, he immediately throws it away. He turns his body just to get the ball away, and we see that it was picked off once by the Packers, should have been picked off another time by the Saints, and we saw a pick. Did we see it? Was it an official pick? I think it was an official pick here by the Chiefs of him just trying to throw the ball away because he sees pressure coming, and it results in a pick. So the lazy throws by Tom Brady, we're seeing them more prevalent this season as well, and for all those reasons, we cannot take Bucs +3. The smart bet of what I'm seeing with my eyes, I have to go Chiefs -3. Now, I understand you can never bet against Brady. We bet against him in the Saints, he wins. We bet against him with the Packers, he wins. It's just, the superstitious side of betting, football, sports, basketball, whatever it is, some things just happen. Goats rise up to the occasion. Goats overcome. Just stuff happens in this game that nobody can control. Just a great ball thrown by Tom Brady, a bad pick that doesn't go Tom Brady's way or something like that. So for that reason, yes, you can take the Bucs +3, but that would be the only reason I would take Bucs +3. The superstition side that Tom Brady is the greatest of all time. He's been in these situations before. He's been to 10 Super Bowls. He's won 6 of them. He's the greatest winning quarterback of all time, hands down. I don't even think it's a debate at this point. That would be the only factor I would put into taking Bucs +3. So I'm going to go with what my eyes are telling me, what my kind of expertise is. We've been talking football for 5 straight months. Hopefully I know what I'm talking about by now, right? So Chiefs -3, because I cannot trust Tom Brady to not turn over the ball, and I can trust Patrick Mahomes to not turn over the ball, and I trust Patrick Mahomes to cash in touchdowns and not settle for field goals like Aaron Rodgers did, and I trust Tyreek Hill to still get open, and I still see number 24 of the Bucs, Davis, cornerback, still getting burned consistently by Tyreek Hill. So with all those reasons, we take Chiefs -3, and I put $10,000 on it. $10,000 on Chiefs -3 pays you $18,900, an $8,900 profit. We feel confident on Chiefs -3 for $10,000, folks.